guy.
And look, he's probably feeling guilty.
I hope
And he should. Look at it. Feel guilty. Does he have a panic attack? Please don't let the head come off.
I know.
Please don't do that.
I was worried the baby was going to fall off.
Please don't do that. Hey, welcome back to React University. I'm Corey.
And I'm Dana.
And today we are back with another episode of House of the Dragon.
That is right. Today we are watching Season 2, Episode 2, of which we do not know the title at the time of this filming, but I'm sure we'll find out pretty soon. We're really looking forward to watching it. But before we dive in, of course, don't forget to like this video, comment, share with your friends, subscribe to our channel here on YouTube, and hit that notification bell so you always know whenever we drop something new.
And I don't know why I said House of the Dragon. I screwed up. I said it again. It's supposed to be House of Dragons, right?
No, I'm looking at you all disgusted.
It's House of the Dragon.
Yes.
Okay, so I was right.
Yes.
All right, well, cool. Well, remember you can watch the full episode of this on our Patreon page. Please go and support. Really appreciate it. Helps the channel. And with that, class is in session. Let's do this.
I still have not gotten used to this new intro,
trying to figure it.
So it's still kind of hard to figure out like if they're gonna show anything new. Do you know what I mean?
They usually do, but oh yeah, they were rounding up everybody because somebody killed the prince. Really, bro? Well, now we know what happened to the
traitors and villains.
Oh, if you ever figured or wondered why you didn't see where this was in Game of Thrones, because he destroyed it.
You see the way he took that cloak off?
Mm-hmm.
He's very self-assured.
I wonder what he's thinking. Oh, he came back to the room where he had they were plotting with Kristen, and you see that there was a opening in his room.
The gates have been shut. The search progresses. We mustn't be shaken by this. The child.
The child is dead. His pain is ended. But what they've done to Micah...
Yes.
Yeah, Helen and I have no problem with her. It said that she got any kids too.
You'll pay for this.
Really, literally all the innocent people just got hurt.
That's what keeps happening.
Who will pay?
Whose ever hand did this or caused it to be done?
And what if the hand that's done it is not who must be blamed?
Does she feel guilty?
The gods punish us. They punish me.
She feels guilty for all the sins she's been doing. She thinks that's working against her. Sleeping with Kristen and all that.
And where were the members of this council while the murderer threatened their king?
Were you also threatened, Your Grace?
I could have been!
Yeah, he loved his son.
My son is my legacy! My son is heir to the Iron Throne! And where were you? The Lord Commander of my King's Guard.
I was abed, Your Grace, having ordered the Night's Watch.
Abed.
Abed!
He was in a bed.
Who would do this save the bitch queen of bastards? The smug cunt of Dragonstone. There she sits across the bay on her rock, laughing at me. She's fucking laughing at me!
Little Laris knows.
The man we apprehended is known to us. He's a gold cloak, noted for his brutal nature. We caught him, fleeing the Gate of the Gods, with the child's head in a sack.
I'll kill him myself.
I trust in the mastery of your trade, Lord Larys.
Oh, always studying, always protocol. We know our enemy!
A king may have more than one enemy, Your Grace.
Could be anyone. It could be any one of you in this room.
It doesn't matter.
You mean to blame Rhaenyra? Tell the realm she has done this.
I will not be seen as weak.
You're already seen as weak, Aegon.
Is he saying that he's already seen as weak because of what happened to his son, or just simply period?
A funeral progress. Let them see the child. Let them look upon the works of this pretender to the throne. My king?
No. I will not have my little son's body
Facts.
dragged through the street like a dead dog.
Not dragged, honored!
No, I couldn't do it. Just to play politics. See my son's corpse dragged. Nah.
Those who declared for Rhaenyra, will they still support her when they hear of her depravity, or will they rather not renounce her?
I mean, he's right. I mean, as the hand, he's looking at politics, how to spend it.
Do they have to show him the baby headless? Can they?
You will have your war, Your Grace, but if you wait a short time, you may yet double your strength. Let the Silent Sisters ready the prince for his final journey. And riding behind him, his mother the Queen, and with her the Queen Dowager.
No, I do not wish to be a spectator.
I knew that little kid for a little bit. I like Jaehaerys.
When the people share our grief, they draw closer to us.
But I don't want them closer. I don't know them.
Helena, what you saw last night when you came to my room.
This is for my boy.
Well, you wouldn't. I'd be pissed if I was her.
Who, Helena?
Yeah, for a number of different reasons. One, your son just got his head chopped off. But for two, the person who's supposed to be watching your six is so busy having sex with your mom.
Yeah.
Which will leave you exposed.
It's definitely a lot of complexity, I think.
Is he on top of that? You think they caught the right one? Lord Larys would he would know who it is, so he would catch the right one. Yep.
Well, he said they caught him fleeing with the baby's head
Right.
in a sack.
I was hired by Daemon Targaryen. Half now.
He said, listen.
He's so quick. You know
I'm
he
gonna make
dead
it easy for
anyway.
you.
He just didn't want to torture while he get killed. So the kids have.
They sewed it back on.
Ooh. Facts. 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 Blunt instrument that might knock him out. You need to take it slowly. Drop off his
probably
limbs.
like trembling
Maybe
with
pull out
rage.
his nails. Please don't let the head come off.
I know.
Please don't do that.
I was worried the baby was
Please
gonna
don't do
fall
that.
off.
Please don't do that. You see, have a panic attack. Please, please, please don't do that.
Something's.
Please don't do that.
And they are accusing me of having a hand in this.
It appears so.
There will be swift retribution in one form
I
or
have
another.
seen to it, Your Grace.
Let me fly out on Vermax. Rhaenys is needed in the gullet and I can watch for movements from King's Landing.
No. Having lost my own son, that I would inflict such a thing on Helena of all people.
Right.
Who's gonna tell her?
The
Looking
death
at-
of Prince Lucerys was a shock. A
Everybody
mother so
looking at him.
aggrieved might naturally seek relief and retribution.
Are you suggesting, Sir Alfred, that my grief drove me to order the decapitation of a child?
I merely thought, perhaps.
She's gonna pick up on it. She has to.
Oh my God. Yo, he got smirked.
That a boy lies dead and I am accused of killing
Miss
it.
Arya provided me with names and a subterfuge. I was clear in my instructions. Aemond, the brother of Aegon the Usurper.
You have wounded me. weakened my claim to the throne, my ability to raise an army, my standing among my own council.
I said no.
I cannot trust you, Daemon. I've never trusted you wholly. Much though I wished to, willed myself to. But now I have seen that your heart belongs only to you.
I have served you faithfully.
Have you? Or have you used me as a tool with which to grasp at your stolen inheritance?
Oh, you Daemon lovers out there.
He wants to choke her out so bad.
I'm so glad Daemon's on my side. Don't get me wrong.
When I thought it meet to consider the terms
Folly,
our
a
foes
folly.
put before us.
To give up my brother's throne to the traitorous lies of Otto
My
Hightower.
throne, Daemon! Mine! Or who it is you serve.
Am I not on my way even now to Harrenhal to raise an army in your name, Rhaenyra? Yours!
That doesn't mean you still don't use her for your own intentions.
Because you thought ever and only of your own glory, and not of my father in his grief.
Your father
who
was a
needed
coward
you.
who knew I was the stronger son, that I was the leader of men, and he was afraid to be seen in my shadow.
Is that what you understand of your own brother?
Oh, you know him better than I do. Or did he merely use you as a tool to put me in my place because he was afraid of me? Because he knew your legacy, unlike mine, would never outshine his own.
He was not afraid of you, Daemon!
He won't. He was not.
He could not trust you.
That's right. His brother loved him deeply. His niece loved him deeply. And because of his own way he processed stuff, he thinks, you fear me, that's why you push me away. Or you're scared of me, that's why you push me away.
But that's a very...
I'm too great, that's why you... No, just people can't trust you. And you made it like so obviously blatant, multiple different ways that people can't trust you.
But I don't think he's seeking to be trusted.
But I feel like he wants trust, but he doesn't earn it.
When morning comes, take Moondancer and keep a watch on King's Landing. I must know which course they take next.
I will be vigilant.
What's Daemon about to do? That's Daemon's dragon.
Yeah. And he has on armor.
Yeah. He's geared up for war.
Wow, look at that dragon.
Really?
Dang, they're taking down the bed. This guy.
And look, he's probably feeling guilty.
I hope
And he should. Look at it. Feel guilty. You got your pleasure? Can you move out the way? All she could probably think about is, what if something like that happened to hers?
Like, that's brutal. Who cuts the head off of a child?
What are we thinking? What's going on?
They're doing a lot with the visuals.
Right, a lot.
You better not be.
She can close the door on him. Because she feels so guilty.
Have you told anyone?
Why? Why would he?
What do you take me for?
Somebody wanted
death.
Because he did it before. She's like...
When his guilt complex finally
he gets
kicks
very
in.
guilty. He feels very guilty. It's going to be a long time before they get back together. They will.
You think it's going to be a long time?
It's going to be a long time. They will eventually get back together. But right now, they hate each other. Right now.
I don't think they hate each other.
No. Maybe I'm using the wrong words.
I think they hate themselves.
They hate themselves and frustrated with the other person.
I don't even think she's frustrated with
I
him.
think she's frustrated with Kristalin. And Kristalin probably frustrated with her.
Why would he be frustrated with her?
Kristalin is in a really horrible situation. And I feel bad for him.
Why?
Because what are you going to do? The queen comes to you and say, get in my bed. What are you going to do?
I feel like he puts himself in these positions. But that's...
How did he put himself in these situations? He don't put himself in these situations. These women around him putting him in these situations.
Okay.
He should feel guilty.
He's going to take it out.
Because he has this self-righteous complex. Yeah, what are you about to do?
Wait, can I help you?
What is this? It's a reminder of yesterday, I think. I'll replace it, Hans. Do it now.
Oh my god.
The white cloak is a symbol of our purity, our fidelity.
See, he's...
Is he gonna stop him and toy with him again?
Where were you when Jaehaerys was murdered?
Are you kidding?
With King Aegon. His Grace.
He feels so bad about his own...
But if you thought to go upstairs, where were you? Oh, Commander.
There you go.
He's murdered. On your watch.
My watch?
What I think has no relevance!
Yo, Kristen is on some drugs right now.
And now you must restore it. You will go to Dragonstone and strike down Rhaenyra in her own halls.
You mad?
The castle is defended against all enemies, now especially.
You're mad, bruh.
Not to traffic in deception. Put down the pretender and you will end a war before it begins.
Bruh, first of all, you ain't king.
Getting on my
Bruh,
nerves.
you ain't king. Did the king will this?
Where are we?
I don't know. Probably somewhere where
Daemon went?
is.
Or is that
Oh,
Aemon?
that's Aemon.
Daemon sent them to kill me, and that he seeks to murder me in my bed. He's afraid of me.
Or they trying to get revenge for you killing Luke.
Does he like pay her to be like an affectionate mom?
I would remind you only that when princes lose their temper, it is often others who suffer.
Who these people? Oh, why should I
I'm sure
care?
we're gonna find out.
I walked 2 hours today to find a chicken for the pot, and paid 3 times as much as I should have.
I heard like the people are very important. They're also as important as what's going on.
Lucky we don't have enough coin to find out.
The king has promised us some relief.
Did he say when?
Was he the blacksmith?
He was the the one that went to petition before the
Yeah.
court.
Okay. Yeah. I heard like the people are very important. Like you need to win the people over. How important they are. You can't just kick them to the curb.
Well met, brother. After many months away.
And I think I got
So they're
spoiled who he
brothers.
is. I was watching a review in the first episode.
A review, or was it some comments? I feel like I saw comments.
No, review. Was it a comment? Maybe it was a comment.
A pot of your goat stew simmering at...
Yeah, somebody commented on our channel.
I'm so hungry. He just said stew.
I'm hungry too, girl.
There is a war brewing, Adam. A real one.
Both your names starts with A. Adam, and what was the other name?
I too have felt the crown pass over me. It is a hard thing to accept.
Daemon will challenge her.
But neither can he allow her to command him.
Did he?
Yeah, that's it right there.
I have on occasion found that to be quite enjoyable.
Tell me what part you played in their unfolding.
I had nothing to do with it.
Who are you?
A prisoner.
A prison of yours.
At this point.
I gave Daemon 2 names. That is the extent of it, and I did not wish to do that much.
He's gone.
For how long?
A week? Or forever, I do not know.
He does do that. You remember me now.
Mm-hmm.
He said he would marry you.
Now it seems he's done it again, made a promise and then slipped away.
Is that
Lane? No.
Something's
Moon Dancer?
no.
Laenor's?
Laenor's dragon. Something smoke. Sea smoke. Oh. Oh.
Got him.
What have you done?
Yeah, that was a stupid move because you need the people. You need the people on your side.
I had them hanged.
Idiot!
Beware how you speak to your king, my lord.
Plot against the king, and I will pay it back 100
They
times.
are fathers and brothers and sons!
Yeah, he's not being smart. I was just thinking that too. Hey, Kristen, get out! Hey, Kristen, get the freak out!
With your child's blood. We bought their approval with
Yeah,
your
you
mother's
just-
tears, and you've thrown it away.
That's so true. I remember I was saying it's like the people supposed to be like really important.
We must act. Sir Kristen Cole has acted.
Well, do tell. What did you do, Kristen Cole?
And what has Sir Kristen Cole done?
You sent Sir Eric to slay Rhaenyra.
If you think about it, that's super bold because he didn't even get the king's approval. You got
Right.
no one's approval.
Exactly.
He's pretending to be his own twin. Brilliant.
Oh my gosh.
Gods help us all.
He
You
does.
never think of your father. His forbearance, his judiciousness.
Oh, don't do that right now. Ah, shut up, Otto.
Dignity.
Yeah, his dignity.
I mean, he did have to.
You use that against him.
Yeah.
Freaking Otto. His forbearance, his dignity.
He looks so disgusted.
He does.
He is
does.
so disgusted.
He made me king.
Because, you know, we made you king.
Remove your badge, Sir Otto.
I knew he wasn't going to remain the hand. I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't even think he wants to at this. He's going to make Larys.
Because Larys, let the children.
He just beat someone. He just hung some people. He's
I was with him
grieving.
beating the dude.
He's grieving. He's
Insolent pump. You gonna say that to the king? You gonna say that to the king?
Give it to Cole.
Are you kidding me?
No, he knows nothing of politics.
You know, give it to Cole. Yeah, give it to Cole.
I have a headache.
Otto,
You
you
are
did
dismissed.
it. Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna go home. You did your work.
Do you think
He got him
would
to this
side
point.
with Rhaenyra?
No, he will not.
Ever.
No.
And I sense that there is danger in you yet. But I will keep the word of my house if you say that it was given. You may go. I will see that you are given passage.
Wow.
Watch. We're gonna see the brother coming. Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do? Like, how can you...
A moment.
Sir Eric, I thought you were within.
Sorry, lack of vigilance.
Obviously, he's not going to succeed.
Yeah, I know this one gonna
But
go.
I
It's not
want to
gonna
know
go
what's going
according
to
to plan.
happen. Does he know his way around even?
I gotta take this off. Now we confused. God dang it.
I know, because I was like, now I'm like, is this Eric or Art?
I'm restless. I will stand this evening's duty.
I don't know which brother is doing what.
Believe me, I had no choice. I don't understand.
I'm just saying, I need to make y'all need to know who is the one who's gonna stay survive. Get him! Get him!
Oh! Man.
He's Eric, the one who's choking him.
We were born together. You parted us! But I still love you, brother.
But one guy...
I need to see the leg. I need to see the leg. I need to see the leg. That's the real one. That's the real one.
Which one's the real one?
The real one is dead.
The one we want dead or no?
The one we do not want dead is dead. Wait.
Eric.
Wait, his leg?
No.
Forgive me.
No. No.
Well, look, that solved the problem. I ain't even worried.
I can't stay here. The High Towers still have strength, and you have a son there who'll take more kindly to it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, they
That's
did talk about
right.
his son. Right.
Go rather to Highgarden.
Kind of.
Ah.
The Tyrells must be taken in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Their bannermen are wavering.
I mean, it does make sense to go to Highgarden because you do want to make sure you retain any potential allies.
The younger peacocks, all shrieking and feathers.
I have sinned.
Yeah. She...
I do not wish to hear of it.
I feel like that's kind of like a dad
Yeah,
response.
that's right.
Like, please.
Yeah. I'm good. Oh. He knows what his grandfather said was true. Well, Otto said
No,
was
I
true.
think he's probably just struggling. That's a lot of grief. That's a lot of anger.
I know, but still. Really?
Unless maybe she went to go speak to him and instead.
Get out of my bed. You're like, I'm the hand now. Which I can do whatever I want now. Because technically I'm not a cloak.
But they take an oath for life. Maybe he thinks being a hand will protect him.
Well, things change. Man.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, they about to do it. Really? Alright. Let's go. They probably did this before.
I'll say no, but this might take the relationship to a new level.
No,
the
they
slapping?
did this before. No, yeah. Like, get away from me. I can't.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh. It was sad about the twins.
Well,
because you don't want to be on opposite sides from your sibling, let alone your twin.
Right, you love your brother. You knew this was going to drive a wedge
between you and
them, but you at least wanted to still serve, and you couldn't serve a person you disagree with and know that they are a usurper. So he,
right. Felt like
Eric,
it was on his
is
honor.
like, I need to go. No matter what's going to cause me to my brother, I love my brother, but I need to go and do what I believe is right. And then now his brother, Kristen, thank you, Kristen, you caused two brothers to kill each other. Killed each other.
I can't with Sir Kristen. I started off
before
like
we move forward
rooting for
the two brothers.
Okay,
I'm just simply saying
sorry.
Is that I was worried that they were going to do one of those. Who was the person who stayed alive? Was it really the right one?
Oh.
And I'm glad that they didn't do that. It just simply was like, I killed my brother.
Now
I can't live with this, and I had to kill myself. So the right one killed the brother.
Eric killed Arik, but then
right.
Eric couldn't live with that and killed himself.
Right. So the right one won, but couldn't live with that until he killed himself, and that makes sense. And it's sad, but that makes sense.
It is, and
but we don't have to worry and play this guessing game on who was the right one.
I mean, that's true. We don't have to play the guessing game, but I'm also kind of like, I don't know, Kristen is a jerk, because you feeling guilty about your own sins, so then you like go to stir the pot and try to find a little like crumb of fault, like that's not even really warranted to send me, like, truly, if Sir Kristen is the commander of the Kingsguard, it's on him. And like,
and everyone knows it's on him.
You would want to take that as a man, and instead he's, oh my gosh, he's so petty.
You're supposed to be all about honor, right? Shouldn't you be like,
so petty?
It is my responsibility. It was my responsibility to make sure that this didn't happen. And my honor is destroyed by that. And go to the king, says the king, whatever. You know what that tells you?
He also made a unilateral decision without the king's approval.
But do you know what that tells you? There was a time when he was a lot younger, wet behind the ears, and he was all about honor, and he messed up because Rhaenyra got in his draws. That ate him to the point where he wanted to kill himself.
Yes.
He is no longer at the point wanting to kill himself. It's now for him preservation. He went from killing himself, wanting to kill himself, to have that sense of honor. Like, I cannot live with myself. I would rather die because it's eating me alive. To now flip to being very vindictive because he hates Rhaenyra and calls constantly in Alicent's ear, like, TCH, blah, 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 and whore, and so on and so forth. You're beautiful, great, fantastic. And then, and obviously, he ended up making the same mistake, but he's no longer in the sense of like, I feel guilty in the sense of wanting to kill myself. He's now, I feel guilty and I'm going to lash out to someone else.
Definitely lashing out.
He's lashing out to someone else, causing someone else to end up having to kill their brother because he feel guilty. He should, if Kristen was still who he was back then, he would have went to the king and says, it was my responsibility. and because I didn't do so, I take my head off.
Yeah.
Like, I do not deserve this white cloak. He's like, now, like, why your white cloak all dirty? Where were you on the night the kid got beheaded? You know, it's like, no, bro, where were you? He's like, what do you mean where I was? I don't know what freak I was. I was sleeping with the queen. You know, that tells you Kristen's character, his arc is more falling to
corrupted.
More and more corrupted depravity. In look, I feel like out of everyone in the show, I can't say I hate him the most because again he was honorable, and I feel bad for him because he is in this situation.
Like, I originally felt bad for him, but
I still feel bad for him in some way.
I don't, because he's had decades of this, and I feel like at every point you still get to make a choice about who you want to be going forward, and he's choosing.
That's exactly what happens. That's exactly what's happening. I know exactly what's happening.
No, now I'm like intrigued by your theory.
No, I was gonna say my last point about Kristen is again, I feel bad for him because he's put in a situation where we got powerful women telling him, I didn't get that, right? I'm gonna get them cookies.
It didn't start off that way. With
Rhaenyra.
With Allison, it didn't.
Well, it didn't start off that way. But I guarantee you, who do you think made the first move? Who do you think made the first move?
But honestly, Kristen's gotten really bold. Allison, no, Kristen has gotten really bold.
For sure. Guys out there, those who read the book don't tell me if you don't spoil anything. But all I'm simply saying, I guarantee you all probably sit back and say, who do you think made the first move? Guarantee you wasn't Kristen. Guarantee it was Allison. Allison was like feeling, hot and bothered, right? And to her point, she's been trying to hold like this veil of like purity
and honor. Her husband is dead now.
She's being corrupted as well because everyone else is doing what they want to do. And she's like, I'm so tired of trying to be the good person. Come here, Kristen. And then slept with him. And
she could have slept with anybody, but I guess she knows
who she gonna sleep with? Feet man? Right. Lord Loris?
Lord Loris.
Like
Loris?
Like no, like absolutely not.
I mean, she knows Kristen. Like Kristen came to her with his miss. Well, no, she came to him. If he ended up telling on himself. So she knew
he was vowed about it. That's what this is all I'm trying to say. And his like the way he talks about Rhaenyra is in a sense of trying to justify why he got put in this situation. It's like he's like, it's all her. She's the reason why.
But that's the thing. Like to me, like that's like he's not taking any ownership for his own actions. And it just gets worse. Like you start off with one situation, it just is gonna compound. It just keeps compounding.
Otto's growing on me.
I like Otto this season. Yeah. Obviously, we're only 2 episodes in, but I do like him. Like, okay, last season was harder because I was all about Rhaenyra, right? And I felt like he didn't care about Viserys, King Viserys' wishes. He just wanted his grandson to be the next king. Mm-hmm. So I was kind of like, dude, like, but to his point, yeah, he did. I do think he thought he was always doing what was for the good of the realm, but adjacent to that was also what's favorable to him and his family personally, which in that position, like everyone is looking out for themselves. Everyone's trying to make it better for themselves. So he's not alone in that, but at least he was level-headed. Right now you have Aegon, who's like, even when he wasn't king, was a wild card. So you put them on a stage, it just amplifies their actions. Right. All the repercussions of what they do, it's like, it reaches further and affects many more people. So yeah, I don't know. I can't wait. I'm curious to see what's gonna come next.
Did we remember King Viserys saying that about his son?
It was clear that he did not think Aegon was fit to rule.
Right, but I think that was because he gave it to Rhaenyra, right? Like I didn't think
it was because he.
Yeah,
no, I think he gave it to Rhaenyra.
I think obviously
he had a son, and he's like, I'm not gonna go back on my word.
Right.
And then you see the son, and you're like, yeah, I'm not gonna go back on my word.
Right.
Like,
it just
because
definitely helps.
Yeah, because like you see, he had named Daemon as his heir. Time went on, and he said he arrived at the point where naming Rhaenyra as heir instead was the best decision for the stability of the realm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I definitely think King Viserys had great affection for his late wife. He had great affection for Rhaenyra. And then it also just helped that Aegon was not that great.
I mean, Aegon, who's not that great.
Because if you're looking at a starting point, like, okay, I have someone who's actually put together. Yes, they're a girl, but they're interested in politics. They have backbone. They have that balance of diplomacy and grit. And then you look at your son, and like, it's like the learning curve. The only thing Aegon had going for him was that he was male. Mm-hmm. You know,
which back in this day, really,
that
that's all
used to be everything. But if you're gonna scrap all that and start from scratch with Aegon, it's like.
I'm glad Otto now realized he didn't effed up. I'm glad that he realized that.
Well, I don't necessarily think Otto thinks he effed up. I think Otto thinks all you other people that were getting in the way of my plan effed up my plan to make Aegon successfully be king. Because Aegon doesn't want to do right. Alicent don't want to do what I have to say. She wants to do it the peaceful way. Kristen is getting too big for his britches. All y'all in here messing around because these young people are all peacocks. What is this called?
Young peacocks. Yeah.
Strut and feathers or something like that.
Right. What would you give this episode?
I feel like this episode was long.
A bit? Yeah.
What would I give this episode? I think I'm gonna give it.
Give it an
8.4.
8 for me. 8.4 for her.
Yeah.
What was your score? What would you give this episode? Comment below, let us know. Do you like Kristen? Do you think Otto is kind of, getting a little bit smarter because of his dumb choices he did back in the day with the King Viserys? Let us know. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can always get the latest on anything we post right here on the channel.
That's right. Also, don't forget to become a member of our Patreon. You can see the full reaction to this episode, as well as additional content in advance of our YouTube releases. So go check it out. You will not be disappointed.
Guys, until next time, we'll catch you in the next video.
Bye.